Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you the best tips and tricks for Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Let's get right into it. Now the first thing I'm going to talk about is weapon class, as in primary and secondary weapon selections. I recommend using for your primary either assault rifle, tactical rifle, LMG, or sniper rifles, because those are best for long, short, and medium ranges. Like for example, the sniper rifle is good at, technically if you're very good with them, you can be used at short range, and long range is just a normal sniper rifle. Assault rifle can be used at medium and short, and LMG is tend to be used for technically short ranges, but it's just personal opinion with the primary and secondary choices. But however, secondary, I recommend you go into the secondary category and use either the Diameti pistols or the shotgun selections. Now for example, the reason why I recommend the Diameti is because the ammunition attachment for the Diameti is dual wields, so you can do dual wield Diametis, and those are the best pistols in the game to use when they're dual wield. So I recommend using those for your secondary and primary choices. Now next we're going to talk about the tactical, lethal, and field upgrade selections. Now with tactical, I recommend using the stim shot, because once you get low, you can pop this stim shot and you're instantly full HP, and then an enemy will rush you once they get you low, and you can get the drop on them while they're tagged, yet you are already full HP with the stim shot. It takes 11 seconds to recharge, so you can technically have it always, and it's just a free little full thing to get you back on full HP. Now for lethal, this is basically personal opinion. I go between the frag and C4, because C4, someone can key you, you place down C4, it detonate it, they're dead. You might take some damage from that as well. And frag is good for long range explosions. Now the field upgrade, I like using the field mic because it could track people in a certain area, or the proximity mine. I rather use the field mic because also it's harder to detect. However, proximity mine, it just shows a glow for enemies, and it's very easy to spot. So I recommend using the field mic instead. Okay, now perks. Perk 1 is personal opinion. I like using an engineer, unlike the rest of them. I haven't tried the rest of them, but I just mainly use engineer just cause. And now perk 2, this is where I prefer the scavenger perk over any of them, because scavenger, if you or your teammates kill a player, you can run over their body and you can replenish your ammo. Not their ammo, but your personal ammo from a random selection. And it's pretty useful whenever you're low on ammo and you do not have that full ammo attachment on your gun. So, and also perk 3, I like using Ghost, because Ghost, whenever an enemy pops a spy plane or a UAV, you cannot be detected whatsoever with this Ghost perk. Now, Wildcards, I like using Lawbreaker, and I used to use Perk Greed, but I stopped using Perk Greed because I went back to Lawbreaker for 2 primary weapons. Lawbreaker can have you carry 2 primary weapons, and Perk Greed can give you an extra perk, which that's personal opinion right there. I used to use Gunfighter as well, which gives you 3 additional attachment slots for your primary weapon. So it's personal opinion between those 3. Danger Close isn't that great, so I don't recommend using that. Now settings, this is personal opinion again, but if you're trying to go for a medium fast, I recommend either an 11 or 12, which I guess that's very high, but it's not that high in my personal opinion. I use 7.5 to be very balanced between fast and slow. This is medium right here for sense, and your ADS is again personal opinion. So yeah. Okay, now for maps like Satellite, I recommend studying every single corner, so you know whenever an enemy will run to that corner and you can just have the drop on them. For example, this corner right here, I've seen a lot of players get stuck on this corner because there'll always be an enemy camping in that corner. So what you want to do, slide, jump shot, and bam, you have to take on them. They're not going to expect it. They're just going to expect you run forward and not see them, and they can just get the drop on you. I've seen the enemies sit either right here, so that way enemies over there, enemies or teammates cannot see them right there, or they can just sit right there waiting for the drop. Same happens with right there as well. People camp in that area, and also over there. So you always want to get the drop and do either jump shots or slide. Those are the best ways to get a drop on enemies. Also, another tip, do not do finishing moves, because it's just a longer way of killing someone, and it doesn't get you really anything else out of it. It's just also a way to get you eliminated as well, because people could shoot you while doing the finishing move and it will not count. Like for example, the knife finishing move, like if you haven't stabbed the person, then it won't count. Even if you have stabbed the person, it still wouldn't count if you got shot anyway. So I just don't recommend doing finishing moves. Just shoot or melee. That's my personal opinion. Okay, for my last tip, don't go full aggro on players. Just go like IQ. Like someone could be over there. You can just slide and jump to key and maybe take a few shots. The enemy could be right there and they can beam you, and then they'll peek the corner and then peek and then kill you. So that can easily get you killed right there. Just always play smart with angles and corners and jump shots and all that.